April's an interesting month because you're unfortunately from a campaign of when your auctioning campaign, it's a bit interrupted because of the holidays, and obviously Anzac Day this particular year was pretty important, and we at Melbourne, Biggin Melbourne Residential, decided to completely shut down on the Saturday. In fact, I went to the dawn service again, certainly very moving, but we had a very active Sunday. We were to have an auction on Sunday. And we sold it beforehand, so that worked out very well. It's a 2-bedroom, older style apartment, no parking. We sold for $747,000. My name's Marcus Peters, and I'm a director at Biggin Melbourne Residential. And
my name's Danny Smith. I'm also a director of the same office, Biggin Melbourne Residential. Look, the market in general is quite good. In the inner areas. It can be a little bit dependent on which type of property we're talking about. Some do better than others, but we are seeing demand out there from first home buyers, and we've seen investors as well.
Yeah. With the advent of the low interest rates, certainly we're seeing the younger people wanting to get out of the rental market and being assisted by their parents, and quite often, if the parents are in a position to help their kids actually pay the deposit, the stamp duty, you'll find the mortgage is pretty comparable to a rental payment per month, so they can actually become homeowners, obviously if they've got the assistance of their parents. The market that sort of is very challenging for us, and certainly challenging for our vendors, is that where vendors have bought a property and they've settled in the last 5 years, and obviously it's a new property in a high-rise tower, that we're finding out with Danny that people are coming to grips with the price, and quite sometimes the price has actually gone down from what they've paid, and our vendors and landlords find that very, very hard to swallow, that they've actually bought a property that has gone down in price. So if they're not in the position that they have to sell, we're telling them to hold on to it and keep renting it out, because rents are good. But if they do, for whatever reason, personal, financial or otherwise, need to sell, they're going to be challenged in the marketplace. Oh, we're going to have a big May.
Yeah, May's looking quite good. We'll have 5 uninterrupted weekends. I think we've got 7 auctions booked at the moment, and probably a few more to put on in the back end of May, and probably that amount of sales in private sales as well. So demand will be strong. We've got a good variation in stock. The types of properties that we've got are not just your sort of stock standard apartments either. We've got some good laneway stuff in the city, high ceilings, different floor plans. So they're the ones that should go very well. Yeah, very little vacancy with Biggin Melbourne at the moment. I think we're just on 1% for our total portfolio, against an industry of just on 3%. So our property managers do a great job, and vacancies are at a real minimum.
I think that the interesting thing that we're finding is that the start of the year it was a bit quiet, but now we're certainly being inundated, aren't we, Danny, with emails. People are ringing us up, people are going through open for inspections. There's a strong appetite in the marketplace.
Yeah, definitely.
For apartment living, and certainly for things in boutique blocks, smaller blocks, in laneways, older style, something that has a bit of an edge and a bit of a style. The investment market will probably pick up towards the end of May, certainly before the 30th of June, because of tax time. People come out and want to buy property for their super, so we'll see those buyers come out again. So expecting May and June to be very good months, ending a great financial year, along with our merger that's going to happen today, which is the 1st of May.
Yeah, definitely. I'd also add things that are in demand, things with good floor plans, larger 2 and 3 bedders, high ceilings, and anything with a protected view. Something that can't be built out is always very strong. So things are looking good for the next month or 2.
Absolutely. And of course, just remember, we also do auctions and we also do private sales and obviously property management.